Hi, this is Donna Powell, Green Thumbs Tri-County Master Gardener Program, and
Debbie Green.
And today we're going to harvest peanuts. Now, these peanuts started off as
this little seed. It's a peanut. Inside are peanuts, but when you want to grow them, you consider them seeds. And you soak them, correct?
Yeah, I always soak mine because I want it to come up as quickly as possible.
Crack the shell just the tiniest bit?
I typically like to crack my shell just a little bit, but not enough to take it away from the shell, because I think the shell provides protection from things that might eat them.
Right.
If they become exposed.
And you planted them about a foot apart in
yes.
these beds.
And I did it, and the rows are like about 3 feet apart. And if you plant them like in May 15th, you would probably be able to harvest them in, say, September. And the great thing about peanuts is it's a legume, which means it puts nitrogen back into the soil.
And all plants need nitrogen, and it's a great way of gardening sustainably and putting something back in your soil, a nutrient that plants need.
These were planted close to June 1st, which is really the deadline for planting peanuts. And so I'm cutting it pretty close, which is why I'm harvesting them. It's late October or middle of October is why I'm harvesting them now. Now, to harvest them, you just, the blooms, and this is what a bloom looks like. You typically harvest when you no longer see a yellow bloom.
Well, all of them are gone except for that one.
For that one. But you pull it up.
Gently so you don't leave peanuts behind. That's a nice
and you
bunch.
you'll notice, and this is a root plant, and you will notice all these peanuts.
Yep. There's a baby one you can plant next year. Oh.
And sometimes, if they've been in the ground real long, you'll notice one that actually sprouted.
Yeah.
Right here. So you can't eat the peanut.
Where you got one sprouted out.
Yeah, so you get another plant. I've noticed from planting the peanuts that I always get new ones. So, okay. Now, some of the things that you can do with peanuts. You can take the nuts out of the shell, clean them up real good, and let them dry out. Once they're dry, you can make peanut butter with them. You can, once they're dried out, you can roast them. Have roasted peanuts. Or you can have boiled peanuts. And boiled peanuts need to be green, which means they're not dry. They're really important. You cannot boil a peanut that is dry. Will not work.
Do it right out of the ground.
All
right.
And that's it.
That's peanuts. Bye.
Bye.